Greetings, I am Shawn Redman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn, and today we're going to talk about one of the other books of Journey to the Force Awakens. I've already reviewed and talked about Aftermath and the disappointment that I had in that, but there were 4 other books that came out on that 4th Friday. The first of which that we're going to talk about involves Luke Skywalker. Star Wars, The Weapon of a Jedi, follows Luke Skywalker in between Episode 4, A New Hope, and Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. And it tells kind of a little tale of Luke going to this planet Devaron and continuing to learn a little bit about the Jedi ways, knowing that he is the last of the Jedi and moving forward. It's a very easy read because it is meant for very young readers, but that's not to say that it does not have a lot of great stuff in it. It is very interesting, and I think anyone can pick it up and enjoy it despite the low reading level that it is meant for. The book starts with a young pilot who has been going through missions, part of the rebellion, and is cleaning these droids and runs into C-3PO. And 3PO, through his own way that he does, mentions that he knows Master Luke, and she's like, wait, you know Luke Skywalker? And so he ends up telling this story that no one has ever heard before. It's a story of what happened in between the blowing up of the Death Star and the battle on Hoth. So it's a very interesting little story, and it shows, as we've seen in the Star Wars comic, how much intrigue Ben Kenobi put in Luke Skywalker just with the limited time they knew each other, and how much the Force was working through him as he just really wanted to become a Jedi, and he started to set his way out. We've seen in the Star Wars comics that he's gone to different places trying to figure it out. And this one, he actually goes to a Jedi temple on Devaron, and he trains a little bit as if he were a youngling, pretty much fighting the little remote probes that he fought in A New Hope that are flying around and shooting at him, and he gets a little bit of training and gets to show that off against some stormtroopers near the end. Now, where the book really shines is the introduction of the character Sarko, who is a scavenger on the planet Devaron and a guide for Luke throughout the entire novel. And the thing about Sarko that makes him very interesting is we know that he's in The Force Awakens. We have seen him through toys, through coloring books and different things. We have seen that Sarko is a character going forward. And so that leads to a lot of intrigue. And so this part of it, I'm going to talk about how this actually may tie into The Force Awakens more than even that we know so far of Aftermath. In that while it's a story that takes place in between Empire and A New Hope, in between those 2 movies, we get this planet and this Jedi temple. And something that is pretty clear in the filming of The Force Awakens is they've gone to this location to film what is expected Luke Skywalker scenes in Episode 7 and Episode 8. And the location that we've seen really fits the description of this Jedi temple on this planet Devaron, this forested, rundown temple. It is very possible that Luke Skywalker, and he says he wants to return there, and 3PO actually says in the end of it that he did return there at some point. So my guess is whatever happens to Luke Skywalker in between Jedi and Force Awakens, I think we meet him on Devaron. And it's possible that the way we meet him on that planet is because of Sarko. In the end, The Weapon of a Jedi is a very interesting read. It was something that I was able to pick up and enjoy quickly, and because I'm trying to piece together The Force Awakens, I was able to put little things here and there, and it was very entertaining, especially as the journey goes forward. It's not, as I said, it's an easy read. It's meant for younger audiences, so there's just a little bit that maybe you're just like, whatever, that's kind of written kind of childish in some things, but most of it actually tells like any of the adult Star Wars novels that we've gotten. So as a whole, I would very much recommend Weapon of a Jedi. You can get it cheaply online. It does not cost much, even in hardback. It's a quick read. It's a lot of fun, and if you're a Star Wars fan, you're really going to enjoy it. And even more importantly, Luke Skywalker pilots a Y-Wing. Yeah.
That's good.
So what did you guys think? Did you like Weapon of the Jedi? Is it one of the better in the Journey to the Force Awakens, or which one is your favorite so far? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I am Shawn Rethman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn, and may the Force be with you. Always.